Yeah. It's on. That's we're live. Let me go look at it. See if we're live. Okay.
Live. Yep. I mean live.
Let's refresh this. Yeah, we back.
Who 90 cuts?
No, we're not back.
I'm gonna get your
Who 90 cut? Who 90 cut?
Brazilian wax, totally bald. A landing strip. Who 90 cuts?
You need that pre-show on set.
Do it, man. Do it. Let them know what's up. What's up? You turn me off.
You know what that's what it is. Sean said we stay. You got mine and I got yours.
Oh, get your lady. Sorry.
Why do mine feel so far away?
You in the end? You in the black person side. Somebody let your ass go in?
We back.
We back on the
Beat Radio. Davis Black
radio.com.
He was at Monica.
Also, if you were trying to watch us live, we are back.
We're back.
Now see us live. Okay, this is a family radio station. Y'all can watch us live at TheBeatDropsRadio.com. If you were trying to watch, just refresh, and you should get us at this.
Money, baby, money, baby.
Y'all will get to see sexy Terrell sitting here with us. What's up? My computer's in the way. And, you know, they call that, what do you call that? Statutory rape or something like that? Something like that. Oh, is he?
I'm joking. She got excited. I just said, the hairs on the back of her neck. Young man.
Oh, he's 20. That's right, 20. Look at his big Oh, and he has a girlfriend. So, oh my God. Oh, yeah, I have a husband. My bad.
I don't have a girlfriend.
You know?
Is Casey watching right now?
Yeah, hey, Casey.
What up, dog?
Oh, okay, my bad.
That's not like
my he doesn't have a girlfriend.
Handling your mic for you.
Right.
She handling your mic.
My husband knows I'm in entertainment. Golly, I'll be tripping.
I'm so glad
Casey, the only one who don't trip.
Casey
is
so glad
the only one who don't trip.
I ain't tripping. I got to sleep here. I'm worried for you. I did. Anyway, it's Full Belly Radio.
We're live.
You can check us out right here every Wednesday night on TheBeatDropsRadio.com. From 7 to 9 p.m. Every Thursday on the J King Network, 7 to 9 p.m.
If you could ever remember to
and not right. You're supposed to have my back. Y'all don't have my back.
I do. I did have your back that time. Remember?
Okay, well listen. And now starting today from 1:30 to 3:30 p.m. on WRN Radio. Check out Full Belly Radio. But the Beat Drops Radio is just getting branded everywhere.
Yeah, you should be able to listen to us wherever.
And we got another. And what countries are listening right now? We got. I know we have the Philippines, Australia. Who else we got listening right now? Shout them out. And that light in Australia, in the Philippines.
Down under.
If you're in the Philippines, you know
what?
Rush hour. I love that. Well, you can check us out too on TuneIn. On the TuneIn app, we got the TuneIn app, The Beat Drops Radio.
And if you want to call in and talk to us,
you can call in at 404-826-9223, or you can listen in.
Listen only.
401-347-0418. Where's the sound coming from?
Hello.
You're fired.
That's your computer.
Oh, it is.
Oh my God, that's fired.
Anyway, let's get to my man right now.
Terrell.
You ready over there?
What
up? So we got this young man in the building. You know, I say that all the time. I take my sons in the school. I'm starting to feel it. Like the first day of school, I said, "Hey man," I said, "God bless y'all, man." I felt like I said, "God, pray for my daughter the first day of school." And I prayed for my son and his boys, man. I said, man, yo, God bless y'all to start the school year fast and to finish strong, because I feel like I need to step in the gap for these young men. You know what I'm saying? And something came to me the other day. Well, I want to start a program called Mentor, MENTOUR. Like, not taking them on a place, but taking them on a tour of life. Teaching them and getting them aware of life and teaching them how to react. Like, sometimes, like with this new police stuff, teaching them how to do the right things when they're arise with those circumstances. So that's something that I'm going to be working on, man. So, you know, pray for that. Hey! Oh, my God, I forgot. Oh, my God. Oh, man. No! You see, God has laid his anointing fingers on my soul. No.
So anyway, Terrell.
Don't cut me off.
I got to, because
no, they're loving me right now.
They're not.
Next week you will not be here. I guarantee that.
You say that every week.
Every week. I'm always here.
So go again.
Terrell.
I got
Terrell.
We got my man Rodney Hardeman in the building too, but let's talk to my man Terrell. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Yes, it's true.
No, I'm nuts about Terrell. That's all. What's going on?
Her new name is going to be The Takeover.
I am the takeover.
Take it all in.
Okay.
T.I. Not T.I., but T.I.
Terrell, talk to us, baby. Tell us what's up with you. Introduce yourself. You know what I'm saying? Where you from and who you been?
Who you with?
Who you be with?
All right, so my name is Terrell. I'm from California, but I go to Clark University right now.
Hey, man.
Third
What
year.
part of Cali?
I was born in LA County, but now I live in Riverside County.
Okay.
Riverside,
My mom lives
motherfucker.
in LA with my brothers and sisters, and
What
they
city?
stay in Pittsburgh.
That's in Pennsylvania.
No,
You know, it's
Pittsburgh, I know.
Pittsburgh, California.
That
It's up
sounds like-
north.
Yeah, that sounds like
Like
bougie.
30, 40 minutes from San Francisco, north
Yeah,
of.
you're in the Bay.
Okay.
The Bay Area.
Okay, yeah, so she lives there. So keep going. Third year, awesome.
Yeah, I mean everything is going on good. You know,
What are you studying?
I'm studying mass media arts with a concentration in radio, television, and film.
So we need to have, we gonna, you know what? You gonna be our intern. That's what's up.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I have time.
You got so
He in college. He can always be an intern. College kids intern.
Interns come and post and they'll go get coffee and that.
Exactly.
I can't do
He
that.
can be on Twitter and
You just
Instagram.
want him to get to stir up your coffee. That's not.
Yeah.
She likes it. He's a young lady. Isn't that right?
My coffee gets stirred enough. Thank you.
Anyway, let's get to it. So, man, you come from the Cali, man, and I've listened to. I said the Cali. You come from Cali, man. I've listened to you, man, and I think you are a dope lyricist. You are definitely what the game needs right now, and I hope you keep striving that way because the game it really sucks right now. And you don't even sound like you're from the West Coast. You hear these new guys like YG and Problem, and they sound like they from Cali.
I love YG and Problem music.
I like Problem. I don't like YG.
No disrespect for either of them.
No, it's no disrespect.
Big fan,
I love the
yeah.
game too.
Yeah.
The game, he don't even really sound like he from Cali. Really, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like, but
Not again.
what is it that has influenced you to influence your sound? Because you sound like you don't really sound like you're from the West Coast.
Well, I mean, I've always done poetry, so I've kind of always had that mentality to write when I'm inspired by something. But when it comes to my style of writing, when it comes to rap, I didn't really start writing music until I decided to put my poetry to a beat. And that was around the time when I was listening to a lot of J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar in early years, TDE in general, a lot of Talib Kweli.
Oh yeah.
Talib. I'm still mad at you, Talib.
Let's not bring up old stuff.
Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. But yeah. Oh, man. But yeah, I mean, really, writing just is like a release for me. That's how it started off. So it's always going to be like that. It's easy for me to write if I know what I'm talking about.
So that's dope. That's my next. That's a good segue. Why don't you do trap music? Why? Most cats your age, 19, 20, 18, even 30-year-old cats is doing trap music. Why? Why not do trap music?
Well, I love
Crap music.
I love. I ain't got no
That's a
problem.
better name.
I listen to all types of music, including trap. But I feel like, and this is just personally, my mentor told me. In
Shout
a
him out.
room, oh, what's up, Blake? What's going on, bro? What's going on? In a room full of people yelling the same thing, people ain't gonna notice you until you say something else.
That's right.
So
Wow.
and that's been my mindset about music. But he recently said that, and that's the best way to describe it. It's not as if I couldn't just, take what I call like the status quo route, hop on someone else's track that's just fresh out, try to be the first one with a remix and try to hope that will blow up or something. But I didn't start off music with the intent to blow up. I started off music with the intent to express myself and try to get people to relate, see if they could. Right. I spent a lot of my life trying to relate to people.
Right.
So, I mean, as far as music is concerned, I don't feel like taking a route like that is necessarily my best interest. You know what I'm saying?
You know what, man? I need to take you on a tour of these open mics because they send me on these panels, and I always have to say what I tell cats. We all got to, and it was the same thing Blake said. I said we all got to drive on the same freeway. Don't mean we got to drive the same car.
Right.
That's right.
Right. And I tell these cats, until one of you guys come up here and do different, we both say this.
Yep.
These guys go to run you back into artists. So but you paying these cats, somebody said, they say the same stuff for 7 years. And I say, yeah, and you still paying people to do open mics and different stuff like that. So I applaud you for being different because it's time for somebody to take a stand in the game.
Absolutely.
And say something. Even if you're being braggadocious, if you're doing it I don't care if you're talking about cutting somebody's head off. If you're doing it poetically, seriously,
Okay.
I can appreciate it. I've gotten so fed up with people just saying anything, and then America, the public, the world is accepting it as what it should be.
And you know what? I think the best part about that is that when it comes to artists like the ones you mentioned earlier, Problem, YG, The Game, and then artists that I listen to to write, you get inspired. One thing I know, for example, on YG's album, My Crazy Life, from the start to the finish, he's telling a story, and it's some stuff that he can relate to. As long as people ain't conforming to try and fit in and do all these types of things like that, I can definitely respect it. You know, right. It's not like I'm worried about being talked about or something like that. You know,
that's what's up.
Right.
What do all your friends in California say about you now? You still keep a close contact with your cats at home?
I didn't have a lot of cats growing up, but the ones I grew up with, they haven't left yet.
That's what's up. You know. What about the people down in Clark? I know the ladies go crazy over you down there.
I mean,
you perform a lot at the school?
Actually, I don't. It's a good amount of people at Clark that know me for just acting and stepping. I was part of a step team. I coached.
So how do they feel about your role in Stop the Yard? The beginning with you. I knew I was coming. I didn't even say it. They don't even know what I'm talking about.
I purposely didn't say anything because I know how you felt about it, so I was just chill.
I didn't say it.
Look.
I didn't say it.
He looked just like Chris Brown, y'all. I'm telling you.
She said
he really does. He does. I'm sorry.
I'm not like this. Nah, I don't think I do at all. I feel like I've had my face since I've grown up. I don't feel like I have someone else's. No, it's no disrespect. I mean, I'm a big fan, but that's not. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all favor, yeah. You
if y'all was out in public right now, I can't say people would be like, because I think he's a little whiter than you. Whiter, you know what I'm saying?
Lighter, whiter, for 6 months.
Whiter, cracker, whiter. Oh.
That's because he's been locked up with no sun for 6 months.
But he's always a little lighter. You got a little tan on you or whatever, but I think people will be like, y'all related? You know, da-da-da-da-da?
Yeah. Some people might even first look be like,
Chris!
Oh, no, okay.
Yeah, that's the sad part. You see, here's why it kind of gets irritating, because the first time I heard it, I was like in 7th grade, and it's been like at least once a day ever since then. And the hardest part about walking around the AUC sometimes is people like, oh, no, he ain't. And then they ask you for pictures, and they ain't trying to like follow me or nothing. They trying to like crack jokes and stuff.
Hey, one Saturday afternoon, I don't know if you done it, you should go out to Lenox Mall. Go out there dressed in some like tight leg pants, put a red rag in your pocket, and have a bunch of dudes with you, right?
And have somebody
walk around with skateboards and different stuff like that, and see what happens.
We were just talking about originality.
I'm sorry, I digress. I did just say that. Don't let me influence you no BS, dog.
You're a bad influence, David.
I'm gonna act like I'm sure.
You're totally original. As a matter of fact, I want to hear this original song that you got. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing that it's.
As far as the whole project, it's all being mixed right now because I did all of it this summer. I think at some point I'm supposed to. I was told before the show a sample.
Oh, okay. You gonna do it live?
Freestyle.
You got to do it live?
I mean, I thought we were going. Nah, it's all. Am I rapping right now or like towards the end of the interview? Whenever you're ready.
I mean,
I told you we don't have a set structure.
Right.
If you want,
because you don't look like
we're
gonna do this right at the end of the interview. No, we run it.
If we go into it, I know you talk about some of your other projects. He's got a lot of other stuff going on besides
this. That's nice.
Okay.
I want to hear this though.
Let's get to the.
All right.
Let's get to the.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna do something off the project real quick. All right. Look. Let's bring it back to the old school. And I ain't talking kindergarten, I barely started in all the building banners, I be on it. Let's go to college, not to show you where I'm walking. Atlanta, Georgia, located, Moreno Valley, departed. Yeah, California, where my heart is. Regardless, I go to artists that's yesterday and tomorrow. Paint stories that none of you can comprehend. Got them shaking in the stands, imitating Parkinson's. I promise that it's a mindset. I'm setting mines back to show respect for the grind. So undefined, but I'm thinking it's time to represent and show you how the hell I do mine and check it. Look, I met a Georgia peach, so she gon' walk it out while I Dougie on the beat. Shout out to Cali streets and that east for the heat. Cause Boomaye did stupid numbers in a week. I barely started drilling, but I made it to lieutenant. I could have been a captain, but I'm humble in beginnings. The reason when I spit, you couldn't stop me from a opinion. It could take a little while, but I'll be there in a minute. I had to drop my girl, she was too damn argumentative. Really got it sprung up that I invented. She called me so deprived from the that she was missing, but I told her it's a wait, grab a ticket, and move to the back of the line. And we gonna move ahead, give me the dap for the rhyme, give me the back, give me the dap, let's give it a D-dot, dot, let's give it a dot, do what? I know you asking why I'm scatting on the rhyme, because I'm cool like that.
Yeah.
Let's start with
Yeah. OMG, I think I'm wrong.
Hey, didn't I tell you she was gonna love you?
I think I'm wrong.
My man Terrell.
Terrell.
Oh,
That's my menopause. Okay, how are you?
No, but on a whole nother on a whole nother note, you know, you talked about in the song Bumaye, was a project that you did last year. So talk about that and you know what all that entailed.
Okay, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier or not, but I want to be a director and a writer. It doesn't matter what concept, all realms. I mean, directing, scripts, skits, movies, things of that nature. So orange. I mean, we're not talking about that. We need to. But and not somebody for you. But as far as Bumaye, really, this is one of the times where I heard a beat. It was by The Game off of his Jesus Peace album. Great album, by the way. Ali Bumaye. I really love the beat. But I came up with a concept for a short film, and I decided what I was going to do was I was going to make a film. Not centered around the song, with my storyline, and the word Bumaye in the Nigerian language, I think it was, means like pummel him. In the movie Ali, they're saying Ali Bumaye, pummel him, kill him. Yeah. So Bumaye has some significance behind it. So the storyline itself is kind of like a gritty type of story behind it, but it starts with the beginning of the movie, it transitions to a music video portion, and it closes out with the finale of the movie. And it's about 13 minutes long, and it did great. It got like 17,000 views so far, which is the most I've ever gotten. But I plan to, you know what I'm saying, I stopped promoting it after a while.
This thing we do today gonna get you 1 million views, I guarantee you.
Man, oh man, would that be great? Because I need my loans paid. Let's do it.
I need mine paid. Can I get a couple dollars out of that? Because I need mine paid too.
Okay. I feel you.
Mine is long though. I got like over $200. She got them
$3 loans.
She got a doctor, right?
Yeah,
she almost done.
But still, no, that's a lot of money.
So you know, with that, you know, you've been doing a lot of acting. Talk about College Boyfriends and what's going on with the show, and you know how you got involved in that.
And I'm gonna have to check that out.
You'll love it. You're gonna love it.
First of all,
it needs to be. It's better than some of these reality shows that are on.
That's not saying too much.
It's way better.
I'm hoping.
She is so hard.
I mean, I understand. I mean, a lot of stuff on TV. A lot of stuff on TV isn't necessarily
Charlemagne the Goddess.
But shout out to everybody on College Boyfriends, the cast, the crew, the creators, everybody.
I want to be on it.
You can probably. We can talk after the
show.
Tell
your uncle, nephew, what you need to do.
But as far as College Boyfriends is concerned, it's a web series, and it's based in the AUC. Now we did auditions for a lot of the colleges in the area: Georgia State, Morehouse, Spelman, my school, Clark Atlanta. But the majority of the cast is from Clark Atlanta. We have extras and people supporting all over the world. Like, not world. I mean, maybe I'm stretching it, but all over America for sure, because I've gotten hit with people like I never thought I had people watching.
Wait till you. Yeah.
The channel has grown a lot in the last 2 years. I think I checked the other day. It was like 175,000 total views on like the whole channel. And for it to be a college web series, it's blowing up. The storyline pretty much is like this. You have, I think it's 5 to 6 men. And they all have different personalities. They have different backgrounds. Everything that goes on between their background affects the relationship they're in. Plus the fact that they're going to school in the AUC, where the ratio at Clark alone is 1 man to every 17 women. Then you got Spelman. If you include Spelman girls, now we're in the 20s. And no offense to anybody take out the homosexuals, it's even more. So I'm saying, like, it's a big old picking for us, people like me. But it's hard to be in a relationship, period. But imagine the temptation of being, like, I'm from California, in the show and in real life. So when I first stepped off the plane and saw what Atlanta was like, you know, the possibilities are endless. So, I mean,
I personally feel like everybody should have free love, but you know, that's just my
opinion.
And the show is very detailed in how it does that. Everybody is kind of different. Everybody's different. You have a lot of serious situations that occur. You have a lot of funny characters. And the girlfriends, of course, are all different. So pretty much you're just taking a look at these people's lives and what happens. And all the characters are actors. They're acting as if they're actually in a relationship.
Who came up with this show? Was it your idea?
No.
Okay.
Even Shakia, I don't know if she's listening or not. She listens. She's going to call in and say thank you.
Yeah, they call her.
We gotta get on
She's an alumni. She's an alumni at Clark Atlanta. She created the show back in like late 2011. That's before I got there. And when I first arrived, someone that I was stepping on the team with, on the freshman all step team, one of my coaches was doing the show.
Okay, so it's been going on for that long.
It's only been about a year and a half, 2 years.
Okay.
That's the thing. It's just like late 2011 when they started production. They started airing. So, I mean, really, and no shade, season 1. Season 2, like, really stepped up the quality.
And you're season 2?
Season 2.
Oh, of course.
And I feel like that's what, it's a distinct difference.
Season 2 is really stepped up.
That's not
I want it, but
I love season 1. Season 1 is hilarious, but season 2, we have people like writing comments because the things that we touch on in the episodes are real issues. You know what I'm saying? It's not purely meant for comedic. It's all like people actually go through this.
Okay.
So we touch on everything, and that's the best part about comics.
I like to touch on everything too, especially if she
Me
finds
too, bro.
The opinions and views of, I don't know the
Full Belly Radio are not necessarily views of TheBeatDropsRadio.com or WDBE. So let's hear this record, man. Let's hear this record.
What record?
I know I have a record now.
Oh!
That's what I thought. I thought we had
freestyle.
It's not.
I want to hear that though. I mean, we just.
So, okay, well, let me speak on that.
He wants to hear the record, and we just did the video. What?
It's cool. As far as any type of video or music, that will be coming out in the next few weeks.
Right.
Just stay tuned. I guess at the end, get all the contact information, like motherfucker, Twitter, all that stuff. Whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
So tell everybody where to get you, man.
Okay, cool. You can follow me on Twitter at Terrell. It sounds real
Spell
simple.
it, because they can't spell it.
Exactly. It's at TERAYLE. On Instagram, it's the same thing at TERAYLE_. That's the difference. One has underscore, one doesn't. Because somehow somebody got my Instagram name, and then they got deleted, but they want me to take it still.
Wow. Somebody hacked you?
I don't know.
So you want to shout out, man? If folks out there,
let's shout out. I'm talking today. Shout out to Roseography, first of all. The best videographers in Atlanta, Georgia, in the East Coast that I've ever met, period. No shade to anybody. Roseography.
That's right.
But Roseography, Benny Roosevelt, the whole cast and crew, college boyfriends, all my mentors down at Esquire, Self is not me, it's someone like them, I forget. But and then all my brothers back home and my family, of course. God, thank you for this opportunity. But my brothers, they're not like blood brothers. I have one blood brother, but there's people that I'm closer to some of my brothers, like people I just call brothers, and I'm some of my family. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
like that.
You already know who you are. I'm not gonna sit up here and start irritating people. You know who you are. If you know what I'm saying, just thank you for rocking with me. And it's gonna be a long journey. We're gonna get that huge cul-de-sac with all our houses next to each other and whatnot.
Like LeBron James did all his boys.
You know what? I want to ask you.
He put them all through college, and they all got straight.
We got a topic of the day talking about police brutality, and it really is affecting, young black men. So, how do you, what's your feelings about that? You know what I'm saying? Being a young black man, today, and everything that you've been hearing about the incidents that have been going on.
I'm more so.
And the one they just had recently in LA, too.
We not even, I actually was just talking about this with someone. I actually tweeted it. I don't remember what I said exactly. I'm trying to remember. I said, when exactly are the authorities going to start being reevaluated, because we're supposed to be trusting these people to, watch over us and take care of us. And how many more young men, black men in particular, that we get hearing about most, have to pass away before we start to do something about it? I actually had a dream not too long ago that there was a huge revolt, and it was like World War III on our own American soil.
It's coming.
That's funny that you say that, because I was writing a movie, and I was going to call it Revolt, and it's really centered around that topic there.
And it's going to be ugly when it happens.
Martial law first.
And this is very random thought. I really I really like kids, but I would never want to bring a child of mine into this world.
Like, the way it is.
You know what I'm saying? It's not a. I just pray for parents that see that on the news and you know,
it's scary,
whether or not they let their kid go play basketball outside or something. You know, it's a scary thought.
Listen, man, my son asks me to go to parties all the time. Right. And he'll normally make his own decision about whether he wants to go or not. There's house parties. They can't go to the club. And, you know, I pray every time. With my daughter, she's only 8. I'm nervous every day when they both leave, especially if he goes to a party. Like, if he goes to a party, I cancel everything. I just cool out the crib. My man Rodney, I know he got teenage kids. You know what I'm saying? JMilly, teenage daughter. So I know it's even more horrific to just think about a lot of things that's going on, man. You know,
how about just thinking about y'all, like Michelle, thinking about you leaving the house every day. Me, Casey, any black man right now is in danger.
Can I say this real quick? Go ahead. It's crazy that I'm actually at a radio station and we're talking about this. This is actually my second on the air radio kind of the other thing, but this is like the second official radio interview. But I remember it was November, and this is back in like 2011 before I went to college, or 2012. I think it's 2011, my senior year. I had anybody from Moreno Valley knows the story. I had a really good friend. It was my first ever radio interview with Urban Soul Radio, based out of Los Angeles. Shout out to y'all. And right before I went on the air, I found out that a good friend of mine had passed away from a gunshot wound at a house party. Yeah. And I think the saddest part about the police is that's not even a real issue. We're more so killing ourselves. Mm-hmm. And you know, there was just as soon as I landed, I was kicking it with some homies, Benny Rose, what's up? Who was at the house and they were watching the movie, but I was on my Facebook and I saw all these news updates. There was just 7 people shot at a house party about a mile and a half from where I live in Moreno Valley. And that's kind of unheard of, but like it's just the police really ain't the biggest issue. They're not the problem, really. You know what I'm saying? And it's real sad. And
it's just that, you know, they're getting a lot of attention right now because of, you know, how it's happening. But really, we're killing each other at alarming rates. That's why I said, and it's insane.
Hey, that's why I said, how could you be mad at Donald Sterling? How could you? How could you be mad at Donald Sterling? How could they was mad at Kobe Bryant because he was like, it really wasn't a big deal. It's not. It wasn't. It's not. The issue is bigger than the cops. It's bigger than Donald Sterling. It's bigger than that, man. It's about policies, about voting, and until we decide to start taking a change.
And it's about mindset, how we feel about ourselves and how we feel about each other.
It's a bunch of stuff.
So we're gonna take a break. Terrell, thank you so much.
Yeah, man. Tell them your info one more time. One more time.
Yo, shout out to TheBeatDropsRadio, Full Belly Radio, everybody. This was great. Again, Twitter at TERAYLE, Instagram at TERAYLE_. Watch College Boyfriends, YouTube.com/College Boyfriends. And
you don't have a Facebook?
My Facebook, Terrell. If you type in my name, you'll find my fan page. But if you continue to type my name, there should be only one person my name spelled. You can find me. Last name Hill. So, it's Terrell Hill. If you search that, you'll find it for sure.
All right, man. Make some noise for my man Terrell in the building. To the top, son. We're going to come back with my man Chaz Pope. God is from, and my man Ronan is outside too. So this was a good interview.
It was. Thank you so much, Terrell. Thank you. Full Belly Radio. We'll be right back. Picture.
Belly Radio, baby. We back up in this.
I like that new Ice Cube.
2 Chainz.
2 Chainz.
I'm digging it.
Me too.
It's called Drop That or something like that.
It's just funny seeing Ice Cube now, like doing stuff like, "Are we done yet? Are we there yet?"
Yeah,
and then
right. Name Ice Cube.
Right.
Walking around with a Jerry curl.
Right. It's just weird, but it's all good. That's a hit right there. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I could, they can take it or leave it, actually. I mean, I have to listen to it some more, but I can take it or leave it.
I like it. Me too. I'm feeling it.
I love Cube. I don't want to pop in the club. I want to drink in the club. I want to pop my body.
Call Rodney.
Pop my Rodney right there.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah. So we got my man Chad Pope in the building.
Yeah.
GodIsFrom.com. And he is a fashion designer, but he came up with these crazy ideas for these T-shirts. And I saw him last week or 2 weeks ago at the 10,000 Coins, Tiny and Miss Coddles for the Love Our Fathers event. It was at My Fair Suites. They got some good vanilla iced coffee. Damn! It's like $4 though, but they gave me 2. They refilled. I was like, wow. It's like, anyway. So what's up, man? Tell us about this whole little God is From movement.
Where you from? How it got started?
Originally from Nashville, Tennessee.
Nashville. So you rep everybody though.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, I was born there, but my mom sent me all over the country when I was young, flying places in California, Detroit, Chicago.
Detroit?
Midwest.
Had a bit of a different culture shock, you know what I'm saying? So I saw many people and, you know, things were good, but as far as the line, came up with it actually about 2 years ago. Wrote it down and decided to bring it out until I got back in Atlanta. And I brought it out like 6 months ago, and it's been true.
Where did that inspiration come from? How did
Only
you
you, yeah. Go on, Dave, and then inspiration.
That's the absolute truth. I honestly, okay, so
you just sitting down one day and like, oh,
no,
idea.
Okay. How it actually went to be for real?
Message.
I'm watching a show and I see something that I thought I saw. So when I rewound it back, that's not what I saw. But in my mind, I read it. It was a sign that said, God is for heart. I thought it said, God is from heart. So when I rewound it back, I was like, oh, that's not what it said. So I wrote it down real quick, and literally probably about a minute later, this phrase came in my head, and I wrote that down too. He said, since God is everywhere, the Most High must be where I'm from.
That's dope.
So
that is.
I started writing, God's from Tennessee, God's from Chicago, God's from, I was like, I can do this with anything.
Yeah.
So when I got back to Atlanta, like I said, about 6 months ago, I decided to bring it out, and I just started shooting shirts to everybody. I mean, anybody I could send them to, I sent them to, and then all of a sudden, people started asking, where can I get them? So I'm like, okay, let me go set up a website, set the website up, start selling online, and next thing I know, all these pictures started coming in through my email. So I was like, well, let me set up a photo gallery, and people just been loving them. I mean,
I'm definitely going to take a picture of mine tonight with them. I'm going to probably wear it to, I got about 30 events this week, so I'm probably going to wear it over JMilly's when I go to bed over her house tonight.
So, I mean, this is something
God is from Cleveland.
That's definitely, I think, worldwide, internationally, because God could be from France, you know what I'm saying? God is from Ireland, you know what I'm saying?
I actually sent to the Sochi when the Olympics were here. I just sent some to Denmark and Tanzania. So you're right. It's an international thing. And we're going to be switching up the language as far as Ja, Ma, and pretty much any way you can flip it. We're going to do it. We got sports colors. I mean, it's really.
You think Jehovah? When did you say Jehovah is from?
I'm not for sure.
I need credit for that one. I don't know if you got that.
Honestly, I'm not sure. It's
Jehovah, the J-Dubs.
I mean, it has so many possibilities, It be written in Chinese, I
mean, that's real, though. I mean, I'm getting nothing but positive feedback. It's nothing but, and because I was like, I know I'm probably going to get some flack on this. But then the more and more I got thinking about it, I was like, but it's just love. It's, it's not. It's bigger than.
Were you raised in the church? I mean, you know what I'm saying? What's your background?
Well, yes. When I, my grandmother used to take me to church, this and that, but it's not even about really mainly about church. It's just mainly about the Most High in general.
Well, I'm just talking about your spiritual background. You know what I'm saying?
Well, absolutely. Had to go to church with her mom. Period. Point blank. Had no.
If you from Nashville, you know you had to go to church.
That's what it was.
The church or the Grand Ole Opry, either one.
But being that my mom just took me to so many museums and stuff as a kid, I started learning about all types of different cultures, and you know, it wasn't just about Baptist or Methodist, and it was just so my thought process is a little bit different.
Have you ever thought, and have you been thinking about branching out and expanding from T-shirts to hats? You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
That would be dope if it was on the back of somebody's jeans with a butt like yours. God is from on the back of her jeans.
We're definitely expanding. Again, as of right now,
God gave me this.
So as of right now, it's been mainly T-shirts because, like I said, it's only 6 months it's been out, but we're gonna be doing hats, bumper sticks. We do baby onesies. We're gonna do the wraps that go around the Jeep tires.
Oh, okay.
So it's pretty much endless as far as what we can put them on, but as of right now, we're just pushing the T-shirts.
I'm looking at my man over there. Yo, so
What's that face for?
what's the biggest market right now that you sent to? Who's buying the most? I'm buying that once I put this up on, because I got an I Am Cleveland, and my wife had a Cleveland over everything.
Yeah, I
and we
saw
put it
that.
up on the page, and Cat's been hitting dude like crazy. So I'm gonna say Cleveland about to come in #1 right now. In the second, as soon as I put the joint on.
#1's been Brooklyn.
Wow.
What we got?
BK.
What we got? Brooklyn, son. What we
All
got?
day.
It's Brooklyn in the house. Everywhere you go, you could be in Jamaica. Brooklyn in the house. Everywhere you go. You can go back there. Brooklyn in the house. Yeah, you could be there. Everywhere, man. Brooklyn, huh?
Wow. That's what's up.
Have you got any celebrity response or
Yeah. Let's see who I got recently.
Besides me, of course. No, I'm just now. I'm like a B to a D type.
How you go from B to D?
I have my moments when I'm B. I'm just not A. A is like.
But there's another letter in there somewhere.
I'm saying B, C, D.
Okay.
Any one of those. Duh. B to a D, like 1 to 5, son. I work with son.
I'll send them to. Well, I can name those off in a minute. But as far as who's actually posted photos, Peter from Real Housewives. He's rocked his.
What do you say, from Brooklyn or Jamaica?
Brooklyn, and I just got him a job from Jamaica.
That's what's up.
That one just came out. Let me see, Big T. He been rocking everywhere.
The guys from DC.
He got Bronx, Co-op. I can't even remember.
He just don't know who he is.
He just all over.
Let me see, Rudy. Keisha Knight Pulliam.
That's all right. Everybody know her as Rudy.
Guys from Newark. Let me see, who else?
Rich.
Got one. I can't remember. Oh, Greg Street.
He's from Texas, for real. So what did he get on his shirt?
Well, when I sent it to him, I sent him a swatch. So when he called me back, he was like, "Yo, I need one of the swats, Bankhead, this and that." So he wore the Bankhead to this bowling thing, whatever. And he went and ran at the Tip, and he was like, Tip went crazy, like, "Yo, man, where you get that shirt from?" He was like,
"Where did that shirt? I need one of them shirts to carry."
Hey, Shawty, where you get that shirt from, Shawty?
So I you know what I'm saying, I sent him a few of them. Then it was crazy. And I ended up going to the event that his wife had, so I got her. And her mom was so sweet, man. It was a trip, man. My last name was Pope. I didn't know that. So I didn't know her husband's last name was Pope too. So when I told her my name, she was like, "Oh, that's so cool. Y'all might be related, yada yada yada." But down the line, I like, anything's possible. She was so loving and sweet.
That's true. So where can they find your shirts and start placing orders? Because I know a lot of people are going to want to.
Honestly, everything's online. GodIsFrom.com. Very easy to remember. All my hashtags are GodIsFrom. Instagram. Everything is at GodIsFrom.
And you do your own. I mean, how long does it take
to make a shirt?
Yeah.
5 minutes.
Wow, 5 minutes.
Yeah. So I've got it set up basically that so I can be able to do it. Because honestly, when I first started doing it, I was screen printing, but it took too long. So I was like, I got to figure out another way to do this. So I ended up starting to heat press the shirts, and I just got my own little setup. It takes about 5 minutes.
Wow.
This is something that the other dude that I used to deal with could have did like that. He did it like that.
Yeah. Well, smart business, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Match and demand. You got to be able to supply and demand.
Absolutely,
you feel me?
Absolutely. I mean, I started doing my brand 6 months ago. I left my job 5 years ago because I wanted to do T-shirts. I would make more money in the crib than I was in the job. So
That's what's up. You hear that, black people?
Stepped out on faith.
Holy she God has stepped in the building again. He has touched this movement.
And that's been
Hallelujah. Hey!
I love hearing success stories like that because a lot of black people are afraid to take that risk and step out. You know,
I mean, because honestly,
do the damn thing.
Okay, so it was right before Christmas, and I knew I was going to leave the job. And I was like, okay, I got income tax coming.
Man.
5 G's, packed up, moved.
I can get
got down here. The student loans took all of my money.
Oh, no.
I literally had $300. I had already paid a month in advance at the spot that I was staying. And I just got out and started politicking, shooting my card at the people. Next thing I know, people start calling me.
Grinding. See that?
And it kept my
hard work. Grinding.
You know?
The hustle.
So tell everybody where they can reach you one more time, man.
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
Everything is at God is From. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, at God is From.
And the website.
www.godisfrom.com.
God is from.
Oh,
So y'all need to make sure you go check them out. God is from Detroit.
God is from Cleveland.
Wherever you're from. You know what I'm saying? Wherever you're from. And we're glad to have Chaz Pope in the building. He actually has on the shirt too, so you got him in different colors. I mean,
this that Browns one right here. God is from Cleveland.
You know what? I really the colors aren't even out.
Screen.
Oh, really?
Honestly, on the website, the only way you can get colors is through the football thing.
Okay.
The standard black and
white. So that's Redskins.
Yes.
This Browns right here.
Cleveland Browns right there.
I'm bringing out the colors next season with the tank top.
Okay, so I can get Detroit Lions.
Yes.
You don't want no tank top, JMilly.
I want to. You don't want to take top.
I want to take top.
You don't want to take top.
Don't go against me. If I'm Jonah Hurt, you don't go against me. If I'm Jonah Hurt, you don't go against me.
Thank you, Chad. Awesome job.
Can you tell me one more time, I'm illiterate, what your Facebook name is?
My Facebook name is God is From.
All one word?
Yes. If you don't find it, it's probably one of my other ones, which is DB5 Design.
Okay, Bianca's over here going nuts because she wants us to rap. Yeah, so we got Face and Bill, Shaz. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. And I'm going to be ordering my shirt. God is from the D.
Me too.
GodIsFrom.com.
Be back. Full Bell Radio.
These my dogs at brand new H-Town. It's called Green Light. Check it out, y'all. Let's rock out.
That was a great host.
Coming in.
The green light to go.
We back.
Radio.
Yeah. Oh, I can't hit that.
I love that H-Town. I miss H-Town.
Yo, look, I big up my man Shazam and G.I., man, because I know Shazam battled through a lot when he lost his brother in the car accident in 2001. I know we did some shows with them some years back, and but he's coming through it a lot. You know, he dealt with a lot of different things, and we're going to talk about it. We're going to get him on here. I know we'll have him in the studio. We'll have him on the phone, man. I talked to him. I didn't talk to him. We texted this weekend. I told him I rocked the joint, so that was nice.
Love
right?
it. Love it.
Yeah, I do like that. I like that a lot.
Hashtag love it.
I got in trouble because my wife was listening, and she said, "Thank God Danae just walked away. You were talking about going over JMilly with the shirt on."
I'm so sorry, Michelle.
I don't
know how you handle him.
I can't have it.
I mean, she said she was finding out, but
she said, and we just want. I said, well, that's fine, and I can just say whatever I want now. So we got my man.
Me in trouble.
You get you in trouble. You just gotta come over and meet her.
I mean, I will.
She doesn't Sean. She don't like Sean at all. So it's all.
She doesn't.
No, hell no.
That's not true.
She can't stand Sean.
That is not
Look,
true.
me and Sean had to kiss in this way. No, my wife likes it. My daughter was like, "You kissed her? I saw you kissed her, Daddy. You kissed her." I mean, like, you can't kiss me until you go and you put alcohol in your face, Daddy.
Wow, really? Oh my God, it's always better
No,
than that.
I'm saying, because I'm a dad, so you know she see me and wifey, so she don't want to see me with nobody.
Right.
If I say, "How you doing, sweetheart?"
I don't
Daddy,
blame her.
don't say that to her. She is not your sweetheart. You say hello and that's it.
Oh, look, Danae. I love
Little she
Danae.
know shorty slid me a number. No, I'm sorry.
Don't do Danae like
So,
that.
no, that's my baby.
What's your
That's
Instagram
my number one.
She's such a cutie.
Yes, she is. So we got my man Roland in the building. It's a West Coast day.
It
It's a
is.
West Coast day.
Shout out to the West.
I'm gonna tell you, we met Ronan probably about a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, at the JMilly Lounge at my girl T Baby. She had what is it?
Open mic.
Artist Appreciation Night.
Yes.
And amidst everybody that was on the stage, to me he stood out because
He was first of all.
and he was different.
And he was different. Mm-hmm.
And I could appreciate what he was doing. To me, he's a traditional West Coast MC.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him that I would like to hear some more Latin stuff in his music too.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because that's one thing I told him. I said, as far as culture, I mean, I'm in love with the Latin culture, man, because they embrace each other so swell. And I was like, yo, if you put that out there like that, as well as what you're doing, there you go. But anyway, welcome to the show, Ronald. What's up, brother? I can talk all day, cuz.
Nah, it's all good.
Yeah, you gotta shut him up.
I got some questions to play some music, though.
Well, tell us, about how you got started. You know what I'm saying? Your history.
I started doing music, when I was younger. It's a way for me to express myself. One of my daily mantras is when people ask me how I'm doing, I say I never had a bad day in my life.
Yeah.
But that's not necessarily true if you see the story. I mean, I say that because I know that when you walk into a room, you have the ability to affect everyone else around you. And nobody wants to hear negative stuff, So I try to keep everybody up because when I can make the people around me feel good, then I feel good too because that rubs off. But the flip side of the coin is that when I write my music, it allows me to express things that I can't really walk into a room and communicate. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little bit darker when it comes to music, but I feel like when you put stuff to music, you can almost say whatever you want. Versus when you try to just speak about it in a conversation, people don't really want to talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But you do have a very colorful history, Yeah. And how you came to love hip hop. Started in the second grade.
Yeah.
Initially.
I memorized the first record I memorized was High C, I'm Not Your Puppet.
Oh, wow.
It was a tape my mom had. Man. My mom used to listen to rap, gangster rap.
You like Rodney O and Joe Cooley and all them cats too.
So that was one of the first records I ever memorized, and I liked it, and I caught the bug. I've been in and out. I think music is it's kind of like a bad relationship. You gotta love it to be in it.
Right.
You just do it just to do
Hell,
it.
you telling me? You telling me, man? I've been in the game for 20 some odd years, around it since I was like 4, man. And it's, sheesh.
But it's hard to let it go when you love something.
Man, it's like, and you know what they say, when you can't make a living from anything unless you really want to. And music is like, even when it hurts, it feels good. You dig?
Yeah.
Man, music, even when it, I got it again. even when music hurts, it feels good, man.
Well, that's what I use it for, to express certain things that I can't normally just have a conversation about. I can get deep when I talk through the music, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm happy right now. What brought me to Atlanta is that I've been working in the film business since 2007. So I'm out here and I make time for. I work a lot of hours because we do production. I'm working.
Right. I remember you saying
Where you
that.
work at?
Remember he told us he built sets.
Yeah, I'm working.
I'm letting him tell them. He told us.
I'm working on Divergent, which is the sequel to Insurgent.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Insurgent or Divergent, I don't know.
Divergent too.
I just make movies and work on them. I don't really watch them too much because.
What studio you at?
At Milly's Stageworks or something.
That's what's up, man.
Okay, that's what's up.
Over
How did you go in that direction? I'm just curious.
Well, I got out of prison in 2007 because while I was doing the music, you know, the music stuff comes a lot of time with the street stuff. You know, so I was out in the streets. I was selling drugs and.
Yeah, man, the life.
I got caught. You know, like some good amount of stuff, bunch of money. My man was with me when they raided my house too. You know, so and.
You was killing them, wasn't you?
I was doing really well.
You probably got. You know what's crazy? Is a lot of times people see you and they instantly go to that stereotype. Like I'm sitting here looking at you. One of my favorite movies of all time. No, it's not American Me, but it's Blood In, Blood Out, Bound by Honor. You ever seen that movie?
Both those movies were filmed in the neighborhood I grew up in.
Dude, if you have not seen the movie Blood In, Blood Out, Bound by Honor, it's a Mexican gang prison movie. It's one of the coldest movies I've ever seen in my life. Dog. So I'm saying when they see you, they instantly go to that. You know
it's
what I mean?
cool. But that's why I do like I do gangster rap. That's what I do. Like I talk about.
But it's different when knowing the life and then just rapping about some stuff you have no idea about. You know what I'm saying? So I feel that, and probably your music, it comes across in your music too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well,
I know. Like I used to perform a lot in prison, and you cannot buy that type of credibility on the streets where you have 145 men who are off thugs and gangsters, and you have them at a dead silence.
Throwing up their sets.
The person who runs the show, they can't talk or they'll get beat up. So you have their ears. And whether they like it or not, sometimes they don't clap or nothing. After that, I lost the fear for performing. And I know I could perform in front of anybody.
Right.
Yeah, you did.
And
if you can perform in front of a bunch of, gangster killers.
They'll come up to you and they'll be like, hey, they won't ever like, they won't get wild. So,
but they'll be like, no homo, son. That was dope, man. No homo, said you dope. Like, why can't that just be dope without the
homes.
So that, that let me know that even though I was locked up, at that time I was facing like 20 years. So I know that I love doing it.
You got locked up for 20?
No,
he was facing
I'm about to say.
If he just went, you got out in 2007.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I did about a year that time, so that was a serious case. And
I'm glad you came out of that.
I can imagine the stuff. Your life is a movie. I know it is because I can feel it. Because right now, it's coming up out of you right now. It's like a relief to be able to talk about it and express it like that. You know what? There's some people out there that might be listening, man, that you might be a beacon of light for, man. So speak on it, man. Don't ever be afraid to speak about it. And I'm not telling you are. I'm just telling you going forward. Don't ever be afraid to speak about your story, what you've been through, or saying about it, because what you're saying, man, could deliver somebody from going down that same path.
Exactly.
Could keep somebody from going to jail, keep somebody from getting killed, or just doing something stupid. You know what I'm saying? So don't be scared to speak about it.
I understand that. Like, that's why I identify with that group so well, because, like, having been in group homes, and I got locked up when I was a kid, did a couple years, so I've been through the whole kind of situation, so I identify with that group.
This girl right here writes movies. Yeah. My man out there filming. Man, y'all need to talk before y'all leave. And she's damn good with the scripts, too. I ain't even lie to you. And I'm in it, too. I'm the boss. I look Mexican sometimes.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
well, I want to hear some of your songs. I understand, that you've been in this game for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You got a lot of stuff out there. I want to hear.
Out of the three you sent us, which one you want to hear? You think?
Still So Dangerous Part 2. That's you can get it now for free on my website if you like what you hear. There's a video for it. I did a while back ago, but it's a good record, I think.
Hey, man, if you say it is, I'm scared. So we going to play it.
Still So Dangerous.
Full Belly Radio. My man Ronan in the building. We'll talk about that when we come back to Ronan.
I'm feeling that.
You know, it doesn't. You don't sound like a
That's what, you weren't expecting that?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that at all.
What you expect?
You know, yeah, no, I like it. That's what I'm saying. I expected something else.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, see, I expected something like that.
Something from the Latin culture.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, you know.
No, but I like that. It's totally, you know
I
what
mean,
I'm
I'm
saying?
not from Mexico. I'm American.
Right,
you know
right,
what I'm
right.
saying?
Yeah, I got it. No, I like it.
I wanna.
My family is descendants of there, but my mother was born here.
And see, that's what happens. We start stereotyping, you know what I'm saying? People,
People see me in the Middle East, think I like chicken and water.
I know. Shame on me.
I only like chicken. I can't eat
And I'm
water.
Italian, they think I eat pasta all the time.
They think you shoot people.
Right. They think that all my family is mob.
They are. That's how y'all know
I saw you on my phone.
She's from Freedom, Arizona.
But yeah, no, I loved it. You know what I'm saying? It was definitely, like I said, something I wasn't expecting.
Well,
and I was pleasantly surprised.
A lot of my influences musically are, you know, black music, soulful music. You know what I'm saying? Like SOS Band, Ray Charles,
Isley Brothers.
More.
You
You know what I'm saying? Like all that stuff. When you just listen to that stuff,
you never know.
When you just listen to that as a kid, that influences to the type of music that you choose to make and what you know, it influences.
Yeah, I liked it, man.
I liked it too, man.
So what's next for you? I mean, you know, what's on the radar?
Well, I'm working in the movie business right now. That's what I'm doing in Atlanta. It's allowing me to make enough money. Well, my point was what I was going to say is that I'm able to have time to do what I love, which is still music. And there's a nice music scene here in Atlanta. So I'm working on music. I like it. Honestly, what I like is I like to go record. I think it's very real with you. I know that's hard to do these days, but I have a plan because I have a book that I want to release, and I know that once I can get people's attention, then I'll get them to read it. My book's purpose is human self-awareness, and I want to distribute it into colleges and the prisons, and so where people actually have the time to read. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's so caught up in society, they don't really got the time to sit and read a book.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This man here, I'm saying thank you.
Some of our guests are just like,
I'm saying, I'm
yeah,
we got great
guests.
But love me away.
Yeah.
We have some good guests every week. Ah, thank you. See, laid his hand on the spirit again. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, it's just amazing the guests that we have up in here and like, you know, yeah. I mean, just and talented and just so insightful and I love it. You know what I'm saying?
If you ain't been through nothing, you can't go nowhere. You can't get nowhere if you ain't been. You don't know where you're going if you ain't been nowhere. And I'm saying, man, we want to thank you for coming by. We're going to keep playing them records, man. Tell everybody where they can find you, advertise on the movie set. What are some of the things, are there anything that you doing Diversion? Have you did anything else you doing Diversion too? My daughter just saw that. She's going crazy over that movie. So
I'll be honest, because I work, we design the Matrix. We don't really pay attention to it that much.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I work in TV. I don't watch TV. Because I work in TV. I mean, that might sound funny. But
no, it makes total sense.
I'm saying your life, I can understand why you don't
I've
watch
been an
TV.
actor before, and I didn't want to do acting. Like, it's cool, and I was good at it, and people wanted me to do it, but, like,
You'll stay working longer behind them scenes.
Yeah, definitely.
There's a lot of people that can't build those things to precision that they need, though.
Yeah. And after so long, you know, of acting, they be like, okay, you too old to do this. Yeah.
There's a lot of stereotypes going on, and they want people to, like, they try to bend you. They'll keep bending you until you do what you never said you would do.
Right.
They'll bend the fuck out of you, you know. And the music is cool.
Don't even pay attention.
It's all good. It's all good. Keep going. Keep going.
You get what I'm saying, you know. And yeah, so then you know. And
that's 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah, we done that. You know what I'm saying? All good.
And music, you can be whoever you want. You can say whatever you want.
True that.
You can be more of yourself as an artist. So that's what I like about it. I get to exercise my right time to speech.
There it is, man. Ladies and gentlemen, my man Ronan Gray.
I want to talk about that name real quick. Remember we said
that's right.
Oh, and ask you. Well, let's talk about the name first, and I got a question for you. So tell us how you came up with your name, Ronan Gray, or where that comes from.
Well, Ronan,
is that your real name?
No, my real name is David Baptiste.
David, King.
Anyway, go ahead, David.
Ronan is a samurai with no lord or master. So basically what that is like, I grew up in the gang kind of life, but and around the culture, but not being an official member because I chose to. I follow the same structure, but I don't pledge allegiance to anyone specific. And Gray because it's not black or white. Like I always fall on fine lines between a lot of the stuff. I'm not perfect. I fall short of the glory, you know.
Oh man, I love it. I want to ask you. You know, there's a lot going on right now with this police brutality. You know, especially against young African American men. How do you feel about that? You know, what are your thoughts on it?
Police brutality. I mean,
have you been hearing some of the stories that have been coming out?
I mean, it's not nothing new. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
You good? Keep going. What has been your? Tell us one of your experiences.
Police. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I've been, stereotyped just because. What do you got on you? Let me search you. I'll let you go. Where's the drugs at? Like, why I always gotta have drugs for it just because I got tattoos or I'm in a lowrider or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So black people aren't the only ones who get,
we, people of color. We get the worst anyway. People of color.
Yeah, definitely. So.
I mean, it's the police in LA have run up on me like Nazis before, like let me see your paperwork, right? And I'm not on parole or probation. You don't have the right to search me.
Right.
Who's your watch commander? You gotta know your rights and what to ask these fools because they'll take advantage of you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
And older homies, like we know that, but younger homies they don't know that, so they'll be going to their pockets, find stuff on them, set them up. I've been set up. I've done time for cases that I didn't even commit, but hey, that's the way it goes. You know what I'm saying? They're in the hood and they want to tag you and bag you like an animal in the wild. Give you a number.
Wow.
It's job security and systems, and I mean, even people in the parole office, they start tripping when the numbers are dropping.
Are you serious?
Guards trip when the numbers drop on the units because
they're losing hours.
They're losing 100 guys. 2 people are losing their job.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So the prison is an industry.
It is.
So, man, tell everybody, hey, we appreciate you, man, for coming by, man. The most respect to you, man.
Yeah,
keep walking that walk, man, shining that light, man.
We hope you get that gold record.
You're going to get it, too. If you implement what I told you, not 100%, but if you mix it up.
I got you.
Tell everybody where they can find you, cuz.
You can find me at roningray.com. That's RONINGRAY.com. And there you can find my links to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube.
Yeah, because I just did it. And I just followed him on everything.
Hey, man, we appreciate you. Anytime, man, we're going to keep rocking them records for you.
Yeah,
too,
you're
man.
awesome.
Ronin Gray, y'all. It's Full Belly Radio. Dave Tolliver, LG's, and JMilly.
We up in here.
All right.
had one sexy man walk in the building.
Thank you. I left out and came back.
Not you.
Whatever. That's what you said. That's what you said. That ain't what your mom said.
We done had some great guests today. Another one in the building. Rodney.
What's going on?
We got my man Rodney Hardman Entertainment in the building, and he just came by because that's my dog first and foremost. It's my brother, like my man Chris. No, I'm talking about Terrell was saying. You know, you have friends sometimes that are close to you in your family. And I can tell you, this man right here, he saved me one night. We ain't get into that, but
he really came by and see me.
You tell it, I'll elaborate.
No, we don't need to hash that story up.
You was there. It's partly your fault.
Yeah, no, it wasn't my fault.
It's partly you and Casey's fault.
No.
The whole night.
I was looking out the whole time. That's what he was looking out.
So we got my man Rodney Hardman Entertainment in the building, and he does a lot of events out there. And he got a big event coming up this Sunday at the Coco Cabana.
Wonder what that's all about.
He's always got
Coco
Cabana.
Cabana.
It's my brother. He's looking out for me.
I see. I
This
like
is my
that.
coming out party in Atlanta.
You coming out?
That is
I say that purposely because I knew y'all small minds were gonna say something small. So I never did. I set you up perfectly. I did.
I'm not
You fell right
saying
to the bed.
I wasn't thinking coming out like you're gay.
Right.
I was thinking coming out, you busting out, you getting larger and larger
Now, she
and
was like, she gonna
larger.
try.
Larger.
Depends on how you
He said large. He said that's what I'm large.
depends on how you do.
We men at large, right?
Trying to get to my man real
Oh,
quick.
go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ryan.
Wow.
Go ahead,
So
Ryan.
what you got coming up this Sunday, man?
Oh man, off the chain album release for my man, the one and only, Dave Talbot.
Album release.
That's what he says.
That's what I'm calling it.
Because he gonna probably have me up there singing for like 2
When
hours.
I say album, it's gonna be everything off all the albums, all the
Okay.
hits. Everything that people loved about Dave and Men at Large is gonna be put out there.
And Joey Beans is gonna be
Joey
there.
Beans, you got Tommy
Tommy
Ford,
Ford is coming.
got
Funky
It's gonna be a good
Dineva, Pretty Plates, Sweet
actor
Shot
comedian
Cupcakes,
Pierre.
JMilly, El Garth, the whole BeatDropsRadio.com. They can be
It's
broadcasted
gonna be
live.
crazy.
We got our
in the building.
photographer / engineer / co-host
/ model,
/
actress,
DJ.
/ mom. Can you cook, Bianca?
Oh,
How do you find time to
/ chef.
cook when you here every day?
You pre-cook.
Or you freezing on Sunday?
You see
She
what I'm saying?
pre-cook.
Oh, we
Anyway,
got a caller.
let's get back to Rodney.
No?
So what else you got going on, man? Who else is gonna be there Sunday? Oh, it's at the Coco Cabana, which is on the Vista Road in Tucker, Georgia. It's up north, Georgia, right? 85 north.
North side.
Definitely,
It's like 285 and 85.
Yes,
right.
it's at 4073 La Vista Road in Tucker, Georgia. Zip code 384. We gotta let it be known, and we let it out. 9:00 p.m. We're gonna do it big.
Janet Jackson gonna be there.
Janet Jackson, Boss Chicks will be in there. Atlanta Boss Divas, Latinas gonna be in the
Atlanta
house.
Boss Diva Latinas is gonna be there. It's
Oh,
13 of them too.
My man Brandon, doing his thing.
Mary Cow marketing, they models gonna be in there. It's gonna be this one
Then I
might.
gotta roll up in there right
The Shark Bar was a made-for-TV movie.
Okay, what's this one gonna be?
This one's gonna be a blockbuster.
This is a full-fledged movie where we just hope World Star Hip Hop not in the building.
Or Love and Hip Hop.
And we got a few of them coming through too. So it's gonna be something that you definitely don't want to miss.
Definitely gonna be a movie there.
And
What I'm excited about is my man Funky Dineva. He reposted the joint and he said he coming. I was like, I hope he bring like Candy with him or somebody. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause they real cool. So it'll be nice to have them in there. Some of my R&B friends supposed to come through, and they was like, man, let me check my schedule first. And then if I'm gonna be there, I'm gonna be there.
Right.
We got Bone Crusher gonna be in the building.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's gonna be a nice event, man. It should be, and if not, I'm still gonna, show
Your
up.
homie's still gonna be there?
Look, listen, that's a given. When they see me, it's like when people see me, they know I'm gonna eat. So if they see me somewhere, they know you gonna be there. They know I'm gonna eat.
And that's definite. Like I said, the people that's been calling about it and saying that they coming through, they said it's about time for that coming out party here in Atlanta, Georgia, because you've been here doing so many big things, but now it's 100% your day,
Yeah, man.
And we gonna make sure it's laid out. So you just gotta come out and support and just come on with it,
I don't have nothing to wear.
We have a good time.
You wear what you got on.
I would too. You know me. I'll be sweating. Wherever I wear, gonna be messed up at the end of the night. It's gonna be
just
wet
come in and chill.
from head to toe. I'm gonna wear my Goddess from Cleveland shirt first.
Oh, that's
Then
hot.
I'm gonna put on my I'm So Cleveland shirt, and then I might put on a shirt and tie. My man's supposed to be making me a shirt and a bow tie to wear.
You gonna have all that on?
Not at one time.
Okay. Like,
We'll have all that.
What you gonna do? Tell us something. What you gonna do? How you gonna lay it out?
Turn ass. I'm gonna do my thing. I'm gonna do a couple oldies but goodies. I'm gonna do some of the new stuff. I'm gonna do home. I gotta know my man Trap Banks is gonna be in the building.
that's what's
I'm gonna
up.
do something like The Greatest. Probably do Let's Talk About It. So Alone. Man, hell, I'm gonna just get there and show my ass. I might
Show
even do Baby I'm Ready by Joe Levert.
Show
It
it.
depends on how the crowd is moving.
love
The crowd is
that
moving.
song.
You got the band, the Tubes and Ubes.
Well, we got Flash Black. He's doing it big, and this is just a setup for the real men of R&B that we've been talking about. We laying out. We're gonna give you a little sample of that on that particular day, and that's something that we're gonna take all over the place.
I can't wait for that.
Real men of R&B, and it's a beast. It's something that is gonna be unveiled that night, and to let people know where we going with this whole project. So
Wow.
you just don't want to miss
it that night. Transparent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not naked like that.
Naked. Naked.
No.
You should
Afterwards,
naked.
not in front of everybody. After we go a little sidebar. What else you got going on, man? What else you got? You've been in the game for 20 years, as long as I have.
25.
Is Ashima Franklin coming?
Ashima said she was
her,
gonna be in the house. She's incredible. That's my girl. And, she's just a real good spirit, just all around the board.
We got Miss B coming, comedian Tiffany Mack is coming, my man Terry Bell is coming. Man,
Terry's a riot.
yeah, he is.
He's hilarious.
He done signed me up to some group on Facebook, man. I'm gonna have to get with him.
You paying? I don't care. I like him, but he's paying.
Hey, kick up Felicia Garden in the bell. I don't know if she did any post today.
I don't think she had. She on that phone, but she ain't posting nothing.
Big up to Felicia.
I'm watching her. Oh, she
our
said,
new-
okay, she posted.
She's our new
Production assistant.
temporary production assistant. She about to get fired on the first
No, she ended up making it happen. I'm gonna hear she making it happen.
JMilly said that.
My girl Yolanda, is she in Wichita or
She's in Kansas.
Wichita, Kansas? She watching this live right now.
Small Podo town, Kansas.
Yeah, man, they put me. I can tell you a story about Wichita, man.
Yes.
And it's all Joey Bean's fault. He started it.
Yeah.
Man, anyway. So I want to thank my man Rodney for coming through. Tell them, if they want to get tables, tickets, whatever, all that other jazz and jazz, how they get at you
Well,
now.
pretty much, just at this point in time, it's just so big of an event right now. We close to sold out, but if you hit my Facebook page at Rodney Barnett Hardiman, go ahead, my man loves that name. He loves it, but there's a story behind that.
I know, right?
But hit that up and reserve a table. You got to go in my message box. Let's do it big. Hit us up, come out, and that's like we told you, it's on the Vista Road. That's at Coco Cabana, and that's Sunday 9 p.m.
Yeah,
and
door's open. I ain't gonna get there.
If you miss it, you miss it. We'll tell you about it.
Don't miss
Y'all
it.
see the video, right?
Yo, it's gonna be a
Hey,
video.
Sean got 5 bad ones. She bringing with her.
Hey, man.
Really?
There she do.
Hey,
She got
You know,
5 bad ones. She said coming in.
way
town.
better than me.
That's
I
easy
mean-
to do.
Really?
No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I have to get you. Always get me. You know you beautiful, man. You are so beautiful.
Stop it. No, it's right. No, I don't even know. I don't
Can't
accept
you
it.
see?
No. Okay,
You're
sorry.
everything I hope for, everything I need. You are so beautiful to me.
Yeah.
Everybody come on, say that.
Everything you said bad just went away. Everything.
Yes, it
You got to do is sing.
No, baby.
Okay.
That's how I get out of a lot of
All
situations.
right, pumpkin.
I went to jail that
Look
night.
at you. All right, look at your face. Like you got to see it.
I went to jail that night and started seeing. They gave me a little privileges.
I can't do something.
You showed me. I gave him hell in there. That should have been. We're talking about that out there. Nobody want to hear about what I did.
This man comes, I ain't only person I've ever seen coming out of a situation giving autographs. That don't even look right.
Like, what did you do in there? People trying to
They
get
was
your
ready for
autograph.
that. No.
Oh, for real?
Man, listen, let me just tell you this. I went to McDonald's and I never eat
Oh,
McDonald's.
no.
And when I went there,
Did you stay longer than you did in the bathroom today?
oh yes, overnight.
Oh.
It was a wrap. They was like, "Are you using the bathroom or you just got gas?" I said a combination of both.
Ew.
It was.
Did you do your 30-minute pre-op on the toilet as well there?
Are you kidding? I didn't even touch it. I did a lady thing.
So it just flop, flop, fizz,
It
fizz.
was everywhere.
That's
That's everywhere.
Too much information.
You asked. I didn't tell you, but I didn't tell you. It was everywhere, dude. It was horrible. I was like,
Remember that show we did on bathroom etiquette?
Yes.
He just laid it all out.
Okay.
Right.
but you know, I had to get my man in here because I didn't get him on my birthday, man. It was so silly in here, man.
It was crazy.
I just have to say, you know, this dude right here, man, has been a real brother to me. I don't even lie to you. We bump heads a little bit sometimes, but you know, that's what brothers do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I know when I go out somewhere or something happens, I know he got my back. It's been tested, tried, and proven.
And that's real. You know what I'm saying? That's real.
Most of my good friends are in the military. Or have. Hey, Dave Tolliver. Hey, man, what up, though? Yeah, we want to thank you for coming through Ride Hard, man. We got about a few minutes, so we got to sign out. You can just sit there, man. Look good on the camera. So, I do want to thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Full Belly Radio. Make sure you check us out every Wednesday right here from 7 to 9 p.m. on TheBeatDropsRadio.com. If you missed it today, you can check it out on the J King Network tomorrow from 7 to 9 p.m.
Yeah.
And every Wednesday from 1:30 to 3:30 p.m. You can check it out on WRN Radio.
You did.
Man, we taking over, dog.
Yeah, we got
More to follow, man.
And we got another network online that wants it. So, you know, from here, we throwing it out in the air. You know where we going from here. It's either Radio 1, Comcast, Clear Channel, Cumulus, or hell, we just might start our own broadcast company.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to everybody that tuned in tonight. Shout out to all the fans.
Shout out to all my peeps who tuned in. My husband who was tuning in for a minute till Dave said ubiquitous.
It's the Garth Mills Tolliver Broadcast Group.
That's what's up.
Throw it up in the air. Put it
Full
in the air.
Belly Radio.
Garth Mills Tolliver
We'll see you
Broadcast
next
Group.
week.
Hey, remember the views and opinions expressed on Full Belly Radio, not necessarily those of TheBeatDropsRadio.com or WBBE. Thank Rodney, my man Ronnie Gay, Gray, Chaz Pope from
You can
God
mess
is
up some
From.
names.
I said Migos when it was mascots. Let me do it again. We're going to thank our guest, Ronan Gray.
Hey.
My man Terrell, a.k.a. I ain't going to say it. My man Chaz Pope, God is From. Ronan and my man Rodney Hardeman. We thank Felicia and everybody that helped us out tonight.
Shout out to Peaches, too.
What up, Betty Beth in the building? My partner in investing. My best line is coming. Been like, hey, we out of here, man. We got
See you next week. Everybody come through
we
on
still got
Sunday.
2 minutes.
Right.
We do.
That's all
Y'all
I
want
need.
me to, you know,
She wants to
I
play
used to do
that
phone sets.
commercial.
You know what I'm saying? I could take us out with some, with a little, I don't know, then we have to write.
Yeah, I like that.
You like that?
Yeah.
Did y'all know I narrate audiobooks? Y'all should go look me up on audible.com or amazon.com. Type my name in, and I got 5 books out there right now.
She does.
They're all erotica, too. Urban erotica.
That's Zane Jr. over
You
there.
know what I mean? So go check it out. Your girl's doing her thing, LG.
Zane Jr. Hey, we out.
We out.
Full Belly Radio.
Y'all come through on Sunday.
Coco Cabana Sunday. Full
We'll see
Belly
you there.
Radio. We gone, man.
Yeah.
Holla!
Drops Radio.
Rodney Barnett Hardeman. You're born!